friends, I'm Tracy. This is Grounded Oracles. Welcome to today's message. I hope you are doing well. Most of you know these are timeless readings. Even if there's a date on it, it's the date of release. But whenever you come across this, if there's something in it for you and it resonates for you, grab it. All right, what does our friend need to know today? All right, too many cards. All right, we have the Hierophant, 5. The Hierophant. So this is giving me a feeling of great change within a certain structure that you believe in, and I'm getting more of a family structure, whether or not that's a work situation, it's your work family or it's your family. For some of you, this may be even a restructuring within you, a way that you carry yourself and the way that you process things, maybe through inner child to self to higher self, or how you view your spirit guides somehow, something to do with hierarchy. Maybe you are challenging the way you believe about how your work situation is structured. Maybe there's a restructuring at work or something within your family, like a pecking order of some kind. All right, Spirit, what else does this friend need to know about the structure, the system, this change? All right, and we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is about power and truth. This is about claiming your power, your truth, your authenticity. I'm not necessarily getting a power struggle with this, but maybe within. But I almost feel like this is something that is ordained for you. Maybe you're taking over a family business. Maybe you're heading up the family. There's been some major changes. Maybe you're taking care of your parents and there's been a restructure in who's handling this, maybe a power of attorney, living will. Those things are coming to mind. Those might be some things you need to finish if you've started that process. But there may be some truths coming to light about this. And for some of you, this may be restructuring at work or your own business, where you need to take up the mantle, where you need to exert your God-given gifts to lead with truth and integrity. All right. That was very interesting. I'd love to know how this resonates for you if it does. All right. What else does our friend need to know about this situation for today? All right. And we have the King of Cups. Okay. I feel like this has been you just kind of riding out the waves, really in touch with how you're feeling as things come up. You're really honoring how you process your emotions and learning how to make decisions that are right for you. But you're waiting very patiently, and you're not easily ruffled. And this is something that people are going to be able to see and that they're going to want to emulate. Yeah. All right. What else does our friend need to know about this situation? All right. We have the Page of Wands. Okay. So I do feel like there's something new. And you are a messenger of light, a messenger of truth, right? You're going to be holding your truth up and speaking boldly and loudly, unapologetically for who you are and what you need to do. And I think you're trying to make really wise decisions at this point in time. And you want to invest in the right areas. would really love to know if this is a business or family situation for you. For some of you, I am getting the family business. There's some new endeavors coming to light, some things that you're very passionate about, but they're fresh and tender ideas, fresh and tender successes, wins that you might be cautiously stepping forward in because you're afraid to celebrate too soon for some of you. Some of you might be afraid of making a decision. Like you want to make one right decision that's going to grow and flourish, and your path may not roll that out for you ahead of time, right? You might need to take that step forward and celebrate before you get to the next level, the next step. All right, what else does our friend need to know? All right, and we have the Hangman. Yeah. This is part of that patiently waiting. You're trying to get that bigger picture, and you have it. I really feel like this is a gift that you are developing, that you are harnessing, that others are watching and waiting. There's a lot riding on this for yourself and for others. There'll be a shift in power, shifts in perspectives that's going to over time light you up in new ways. You really are that beacon of light, beacon of hope for a lot of people. Again, within your family construct, friend construct, work situation. And I feel like this is greatly going to affect either your work life or personal life, whatever opposite it is. It's going to affect all areas and bring balance, but that might take a little bit of time. Let's get a little bit more clarity on this. Kind of stepping into a new power, a new role that you haven't had before. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so some decision on the earthly plane needs to be made. I'm feeling like this is a location, maybe brick and mortar, or you're trying to decide if this needs to be moved, or if you need to move, maybe work from home, allow employees to work from home. I don't get a sense that this is a lot of juggling on priorities. I think you're pretty clear about that, but there are a few things that need to be brought into focus so you can continue to make the better decisions for the long run. Okay, and then we also have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So I don't think that you were always open to this shift, to this taking power, taking control. You may not have considered yourself to be the leader. You may have been feeling like imposter syndrome. But over time, with some quiet reflection, right, with this Hangman approach, things have come to light and you've started to believe in yourself. And you haven't been dependent on validation from others, the outward external circumstances. You've really, even though I feel like you've received compliments or affirmations that this is right, it's just this quiet knowing that's been developing. I would love to know how that resonates for you. I'm going to pull some Moonology to round out this reading and see if there's anything else that you might need to know. All right. Spirit guides. What else does our friend need to know? Okay. And we have reach for the moon, go for it. Well, that's a pretty clear sign, right? Go for it. Okay. So if there is something that's been holding you back, you've been given the green light. So don't be afraid to reach for that. All right, and then we'll grab a message from higher self. Anything else you might need to know about going for it? All right. What is in my heart? What is my heart trying to tell me that I refuse to hear? For some of you, this may be this calling to step forward, to take power. Some of you might be waiting for the right time, and you're never ready, right? Being ready is a decision. So are you going to be ready? Well, thank you for being here. If you feel so inspired, hit that like and subscribe, share a comment. I'd love to support you. And again, thank you. And you have a great day. Stay grounded.